What's going on, guys? We are back yet again, and we are finally going to be talking about Castlevania Nocturne 2 for Season 2. I don't even know where to go for this season, man. I feel like, in a lot of ways, this season was good, but a lot of times I did have some issues this season. But on the main side of it, we really go into the events of what happened with, of course, Richter and Maria and Annette and everybody else. They pretty much are recovering from this battle, and the one that is supposed to be the reincarnation of this goddess is mad because her main servant Drala is, or however you say this one's name, she is gone, and so she asks the one abbot to be able to make her into a monster slash vampire, which he didn't even know was possible, which it is, because he starts using ones from the Revolutionary to make more monsters. And then at the same time, we have where we go into this one's backstory, how she was in ancient Egypt, how she became a vampire because she thought that it was a sign from her goddess, where all her people were attacked, and she found that to be a sign. And she went through the entirety of her immortality trying to find a body that was going to be able to possess or contain the soul of this goddess. So that's what she's been doing, and then she finds the one that she's been serving now, which she has been a murderer queen at some point in her life, and that's where we go back into the daytime. Now Alucard, he has been trying to find the body of this goddess, which is going to be in the main mission. So between him, Annette, and then of course Richter, they go into Paris, and then they're having to deal with vampires, they're having to deal with monsters, demons, all this stuff. And of course, this one's just building her army, and you have where Maria is still dealing with the issues of her mother becoming a vampire, which it didn't really show a lot for her mother, other than her mother did not really fully embrace her vampiric side, other than feeding as one time, as we know. But at the same time, she wanted to see her daughter. She taught her daughter another way of becoming a sorcerer, I guess you say, or a mage, and kind of dove into the dark arts a little bit, which I think was really interesting for her character, and especially getting her revenge on her father, especially all the things that he did, and all the, working for a vampire queen, and then also becoming a forge master. And I think the guy got what he deserved. I think her taking him out is what he deserved, and she's going to have to deal with the consequences. And then her learning from, of course, Richter's grandfather, after him coming back into the fold, of learning how to do magic again, learning how to be a warrior again, learning how to be part of this fight as a Belmont again, was something that he needed and something Maria needed, because now everyone's kind of going their own way by the end of the season. And Maria finally comes to her own as a warrior, and her mother finally sees, even though she leaves kind of twice because she realizes what she taught her daughter could have possibly been wrong. And when she finally leaves and she sees her again, she's slowly seeing her daughter kind of go back and forth between the light and the dark of things, while, of course, Richter's grandfather is there to guide her. And then Alucard is finally realizing that even though he really does not have family, he does, due to the Belmonts and among other allies that he's made, and especially showing the Revolutionary of how to deal with these vampires and demons that's going to invade Paris. Now, one of the things I will say that goes into this is showing into Annette's background, into her going more into the celestial world, of having to deal with the goddess over there, getting trapped, and the goddess takes over her body at one point, and then her and Richter developing a relationship, which again, it just feels like that was forced. And from what I remember, they changed, I would say, the character Annette, or they added her. So again, I'm not a big fan of the character Annette. I don't mind her, but again, I just felt like that kind of relationship was forced, in my opinion. And then the same thing for Maria. I feel like most of this was for Annette, Maria, and of course that one Drawley. That's how I feel like this season was mainly for. It wasn't for nobody else. And the whole thing with Orlok and the one that he was trying to get with, they kind of just go back and forth forth of like, is he on the queen's side? Is he on his own side? Again, Orlok is the definition of a snake. He doesn't care about nobody but himself, and he's going to do what he wants in order to survive. Now, he does help Richter at the very end, and Richter even tells him that I'm going to kill you, but not today. And then he of course, turns the one that he's with. So again, Orlok does have his honor, but at the same time, he just doesn't care. So again, I just didn't really care about all that stuff they were wanting to show, because it just wasn't for me. But he turns the one that he was with, so that guy got turned, and so now he's a vampire, which of course is like, okay, now what's going to happen with that? And at the very end, we have where the one Dralia finally killed the one she was serving after everyone had this massive battle. And then, of course, between Alucard and Richter and everyone else finally takes her out. It was crazy. It just felt like everyone was kind of playing their own game here. And even with the one that was friends with Annette that became a monster, he was able to create his own revolution of monsters that wanted to do their own thing and not just be mindless slaves. And he was finally able to fight them. So again, there was things in here, I'm just like, dude, why are we focusing on this? Like, every time this guy singing, I was like, dude, why is he singing? Why are they constantly having this guy sing? We don't want to hear it. Like, if you're for it, okay, cool, but I do not want to hear it. I'm not for the whole old school opera singing. I'm not for that. I just don't like it. I don't know why they kept wanting to put that in the damn series. I'm like, dude, it's annoying. Like, just don't do it. The fight scenes were fire. I'm going to say that now. The animation was fire. The fight scenes were fire. Being able to see Richter improve himself as a character was amazing. Same thing with Annette, same thing with Alucard. Seeing Alucard just go full out beast against this one character, dude. Oh my god, that was something I think any fan wanted to see, is Alucard go at his full power and really be like, okay, bitch, look, I'm the son of Dracula. I'm going to F you up. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what they need to do. And I think they finally did that. But at the same time, they need to improve that a little bit if we are going to be going into a Season 3. So Season 3 kind of leaning into Annette and Richter going to the new world with the one that's Annette's friend that's still a monster. And then, of course, it looks like between Richter's grandfather, Maria and Alucard are going to stay in Paris. And between the other characters, are just going to go their own way. So I don't know if we're going to be getting a Season 3. If we do, I will be definitely surprised. But what was y'all's what was your opinion of this season? Was it amazing? Was it okay? Was it good? There was times this season was absolutely amazing. I was fully enjoying myself. Now, in all honesty, guys, I was committed to this season. I was paying attention. I was really enjoying myself. And there was times I was just sitting there going, okay, move on. I don't care about these characters, move on. I don't care about this, move on. That's how I felt. I felt like it was like, okay, here we go. Like, let's go. And then it's like, and it slows down, it shows these characters. I'm like, dude, I don't care about these characters, move on. And I still watched it just so that way, if it had to go anywhere with the story. Which it did a little bit, but at the same time, you guys know how we have characters in almost any story, either we don't like or we don't care about now. But, again, that is just my own opinion of this. What do you guys think of this season? Again, good bad season. What do you guys think? Let me know about it down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.